Hello guys and welcome to this video where I'm gonna rank the Koopalings from Super Mario World. So recently there was a recent update where the Koopalings were added, all the 7 Koopalings, which is amazing, in 4 game styles, the retro game styles. And after testing them, I decided to rank them and discuss why I think each one is ranked in this order. So anyways, let's get started. After I rank them, I'm gonna tell you which one I prefer and which game style, ranking of the game style. Anyways, for number 7 and last is Larry. Now the reason Larry is last is because he behaves like any other Koopaling. He has the basic moveset. He just jumps, shoots magic, and that's it. So basically, his boss battle is like any other Koopaling you've played in the games before it. In the classic Mario games, basically that's Larry. He's the basic Koopaling. So there's nothing unique about him, which is why he's in last place. But it's good to have a Koopaling that is basic or like that follows the same exact order of the actual Koopalings in the actual games. Because if you just want to use a regular Koopaling, then you could just use Larry. Anyways, at number 6 we've got Wendy. Now the same thing with the Larry. Wendy behaves similarly like how she behaves in any other game. She shoots wand, she shoots rings. She's annoying, she's challenging. I like the challenge she offers, but there's nothing unique about or like there's nothing new about her. But I do like Wendy overall. But the reason why she's ranked 6 because she behaves similarly or like she has nothing new and up her sleeve. So yeah, and Wendy at number 6. I like the challenge she offers, but other than that, she's number 6. So at number 5, I've decided to put Iggy. Now Iggy is my favorite Koopaling, so it's kind of upsetting to see him really awkward in this game. So the unique thing about Iggy is that first, his magic blasts are the fastest from what I've seen. Second of all, he doesn't jump. He never jumps. He just moves backwards and forwards. Now this might sound weird, but it might actually work in some cases. Like let's say if you want to make Iggy big, and you don't want players to run under him. So in this case, for example, I can't go under Iggy. I have to jump over him, I can't go under him. So let's say I make a level where I am forced to not jump. I cannot jump. So Iggy could be the perfect boss battle in that scenario. He doesn't jump at all. He does have awkward movements. So yeah, that's why Iggy is number 5. He's really basic, but he works in certain scenarios since he doesn't jump, which makes Iggy actually somewhat unique, but not to that extent. I do appreciate the uniqueness Iggy has. So on number 5 we've got Ludwig. Now Ludwig behaves similarly how he behaved in Mario Bros. Wii and U. He can flutter jump just like in Wii, and he can shoot 3 magic blasts just like in New Super Mario Bros. U. Now, what can make Ludwig challenging if you give him wings? Hold on. If you give him wings, he's gonna he can shoot magic blasts even while flying. Without wings, he doesn't shoot while he's flying. Not only that, but if he's at his last hit, if he's at his last hit, he's gonna shoot in the 3 magic blasts instead of 5 magic blasts instead of 3. So yeah, when it comes to challenge, I think Ludwig is the most challenging one, which is great. He's the oldest one. He's usually the most challenging one, and they did a good job. I like him a lot. So at number 3, we've got Lemmy. So Lemmy actually behaves like he does. There's no difference. He behaves like how he does in every single game, just like Wendy and Larry. No difference. But I really like the idea of bouncy balls. You can come up with a lot of creative level designs with Lemmy. Especially if you don't want to fight Lemmy, you can just put him in a cloud above your head, and then use the balls he bounces for puzzle solving, I guess. So yeah, even though there's nothing unique about Lemmy, I just love the bouncy balls and that you can bounce on it. Like you can actually use it for your advantage. So yeah, Lemmy is really cool, especially if you make him big. Like if you make him big. He's gonna shoot big balls, so that's really cool. Yeah, so overall I really like Lemmy. He's number 3. So at number 2 we've got Morton. Now I love what they did to Morton this game. So Morton retains his signature ground move along with Roy's, but now he actually shoots fireballs, and this actually behaves like actual fireballs. They can melt ice, coin encased in ice. So I really like the extra addition that Morton has, where he summons fireballs. It's really cool. Not only that, but if you give Morton wings, he becomes actually harder to predict because he doesn't immediately bounce on the ground or like does a ground pound. He sometimes like he likes to fake you out. See? So yeah, I think Morton's really cool, honestly. That's why he's my second favorite, and my favorite is actually Roy. So Roy is really cool in this game. I think he's amazing. He can actually dig. That's the cool thing about him. And then he can either come from the ceiling or from the ground. Wait, hold on. Okay, he came from the ceiling again. When he's about to drop, he actually looks left and right. If you get him on his last hit, he will immediately jump down without looking left and right. See, he immediately came out of the ground without looking left and right. He usually looks left and right before popping out, but since this is his last hit, he will not look left and right, and he's going to be fast when popping off the ground. See, he did not look left and right when he came out of the ceiling, and he immediately dropped, which makes Roy actually challenging and unpredictable, since you don't know where he's going to pop out. And if you do give him wings, he will not pop out immediately from the ground. He might fake you out. So look, 1, 2, and then now he's going to drop. So let's okay. So 1, 2, okay, 2 again. Now this is his last hit, so let's see what he's gonna do. So 1, 2, 3. See, he's super fast, and he's with wings. You don't know when he's gonna pop out. 4. See, 4. So yeah. So yeah, that's my order. From my favorite to least favorite. Roy being my favorite. Followed by Morton, Lemmy, Ludwig, Iggy, Wendy, and then Larry. So yeah, this is my order of the Koopalings. From least favorite to favorite. Now, when it comes to game style, which one do I prefer? My favorite is actually Super Mario World. I really like the designs in that game. But anyways, in the original game style, I think they look decent. My favorite is actually Iggy, who looks actually really good, while the rest of them looks alright. Larry looks way too similar to Bowser Jr., honestly. Lemmy as well. Like, he looks really similar to Larry, except for the hair. Morton looks weird, and Roy looks weird as well. Wendy looks weird, and Ludwig looks weird with his teeth as well. But my favorite is Iggy. I really don't like the designs here, except for Iggy. That's my opinion. New Super Mario Bros. 3, they behave like they look exactly the same. I like the design overall generally, but my favorite is Larry. Like I said, I love the design in Mario World, and it's my favorite. I love all of their designs. I think they all look really good, really good. Except for like Morton's probably the weirdest, but he still looks great. And then we've got Mario Bros. U. They looked exactly how they look. Now when it comes to battle, I really don't like the battling them in this version, and I'll show you why. So let's take Iggy for example. When you jump on their head, they do their basic shell movement, their predictive, repetitive shell movement. It's not like the other game styles where they jump for their shells and you don't know how many times they're going to jump on their shell. They just go back and forth, and it's predictable. Like you can tell how many times they're going to go back and forth, depending on the Koopaling, just like in the actual game. So I really don't like fighting them in the new Super Mario Bros. U. I prefer any other style except for Mario Bros. when it comes to battle, but generally speaking, because of the design and battle, I prefer Mario World over all of them. So yeah, that's my ranking. I really hope you liked my discussion and my explanation. and thank you for watching.